Alright, it's time for a Nocturne game. Now, this is quite the rarity, isn't it? Which one? Yeah, I haven't had a Nocturne game in a long time. Voice check 2. Mostly because I don't always like to play Nocturne, and justifying him is more difficult, aside from just wanting a carry. He's a champion you pick because you want to carry, not because he actually fits a lot of situations. So, yeah, I picked him second. It was Tristana first pick, I believe, then Vayne, Thresh, and then I said, you know what, Nocturne would fit this. Just so I can murder Vayne and try to see if I can carry. So, Jungle Nocturne. I believe my runes were Attack Speed Quints, Attack Damage Reds, Armor Yellow, and Magic Resistance Blues. Quite a different thing here, I know, but Nocturne does best with attack speed. As you saw, I started off red and immediately went to blue, because my teammates gave me a good enough leash where I didn't need smite. And I know this jungler, and he tends to invade my ass whenever I end up fighting him, and he likes to gank very early. So you can see he already got a kill, first blood mid lane, and while my top lane gank failed. Anyways, I'll tell you this much. It's a platinum Nocturne game, okay? But you can go individually look up all my opponents and see their diamond 3s and 2s, and one was a former challenger. So, yeah, just because it has platinum in its name doesn't mean anything. Anyways, a turret dive, my teammate, my Riven teammate. I'm around the area. I got there too late, but I pick up the red Nectin, just so, yeah, whatever. It gives her an assist, at least that's kind of something. And on another note, I'm almost level 6 thanks to that little, the shenanigans that have been pulled out from defending mid lane after he's died and taking top lane after she's died. So I'll be level 6 soon and be able to pull off some ganks. But here, take note of this. 4-man gank bottom. Pantheon jumps in, Xerath's coming in. My bottom lane teammates would have been fine if they just walked away right here. But no, Tristana gets close again and gets thrown on against the wall and destroyed. Leona jumps back in, takes a lot of damage, and Xerath finishes her off. And by the way, I get blamed for that by my bottom lane teammates. This is Nocturne actually does something. Anyways, Tristana goes back in and gets pretty much bomb blasted by the Vayne, and if it wasn't for Barry, she would have died. However, this pretty much gives me incentive to just come back and kill the Vayne, which is pretty much low health. I was going to go try to help top lane out, but I'd rather take the easy kill. Now, you can see by my item build, I've pretty much solidified that I'm going to tank build. And this is kind of what you can figure was what I was going to need to do. Aside from Leona, we wouldn't have much of a front line. And the enemy team doesn't seem keen on letting me get farmed up or fed in order to justify Spirit of the Lizard Elder. And Vayne's fucking wrecking face, so I need to go tank to be able to survive initiating on her. My next item choice is Randuin's Omen. I knew the second I got into this game I'd need Randuin's Omen. Look at their team comp. Aside from Xerath, they all get screwed by Randuin's Omen in some way. But I'm going to have to probably be diving on the Vayne or the Xerath for most of the fight. And I'd rather CC lock them with my fear and a slow, or just Vayne cripple her ability to murder my teammates. So bottom lane again engages in probably the dumbest way by engaging on the support while the enemy AD carry is right there next to them. So once again they die and I come back in with my ult, I get myself a kill on the Vayne, and I get myself another free kill on the Thresh. And the Pantheon is greedily taking blue, so we just march right in there. I smite steal the blue. I use CC on him with my fear, and he gets locked down by me and the Leona, and we pretty much pick him off. Ziggs comes in to get the kill. That was very greedy by the Pantheon, and it resulted in his death and getting me blue buff. That's kind of good. Pantheon tries to gank mid. Flash is burned. We run around in circles because we know Dragon is going to be up very soon and we want to snatch it for ourselves. Once again, Pantheon gets way too close, and you see just how bad Pantheon's abilities work against Nocturne. It is a known fact that, despite the fact that Pantheon is like Nocturne 2.0 right now, that Nocturne still counters Pantheon. All of Pantheon's abilities work against him when fighting Nocturne. Spear Shot gets blocked by Dove and gives Nocturne double attack speed, and he'll tear Pantheon a new one as a result. his Nocturne's fear, the range is pretty poor, but during that duration, Pantheon can't really do anything to fight back, because if he uses his Q or his E, he'll lose a lot of mobility and pretty much get himself feared. And if he uses W, well, it just gets him closer to Nocturne, and he'll just end up getting feared. So Pantheon ganks top, kills Riven, sad day. Alright, so the enemy team is winning slightly right now, but they're winning slightly in terms of overall gold and kills, and now they're winning in towers, but they're winning in another aspect. Look at their Vayne. Their Vayne has 7 kills. She's a powerhouse right now, and it's gonna show in team fights. The enemy team has a lot of their gold focused on the right teammate. The one who is probably going to be the one to carry them. So we jump on them. Xerath is low, so I jump in and finish him off with my ultimate. I was thinking maybe my teammates would be able to pick it up, but no. So I just use my ultimate to finish him off. So we go for the tower. We go for a turret dive, actually, but it's not going to end up being the coolest thing ever. Riven jumps in and just tears Thresh and Pantheon a new one, and we jump in on Vayne. Here, I probably should have moved to the left and avoided taking so many turret shots, and I get killed by Vayne. We give Vayne a triple kill, plus some bounty gold. So holy shit, she's got a lot of wealth on her. 10 kills, 4 deaths, but some shutdown gold plus tower kills. That's not good. Also here, Renekton is just pushing top with no wards or anything, so that's just stupid, and we kill them. And Dragon is going to respawn soon, so pretty much Renekton gave that up. Riven's going to push top lane while we contest Dragon, or at least wait for it to spawn so we can contest it. It spawns, we try to get it quickly, but we initiate on them instead because they get very close. They retreat, Thresh saving Pantheon with the lantern, and we give a slight chase, but we could turn back to the dragon because that's the smartest thing to do. Fight breaks out, I fear Pantheon as soon as he lands in. I use my W to block whatever damage would have been dealt, but here we just get torn to pieces because nobody focused Vayne like we should have. And as a result, Vayne gets another triple kill. Shit's hit the fan pretty much like several team fights ago. So Vayne is huge. That's kind of a stupid thing to say. The enemy team's gold spread is rather promising and smart, except the Renekton, he's pretty much behind. We chase after them, we engage on Thresh because he gets caught off, out of position, and we tear him to pieces. So here's the dumb thing they end up doing. Renekton runs away, I use my red trinket to destroy this ward, and Pantheon engages on me. This just means I get to counter engage on him, and he gets torn to pieces by the rest of my team, who's still around. So that was just dumb. Xerath gets butchered, but then comes Vayne and she starts wrecking face. She kills Tristana, and then the combination of Leona, Ziggs, and me kills their Vayne. Then we turn on Renekton, CC, lock him, fear him, everything. He's dead. Leona gets killed by Xerath and turns into a 3-for-3. Though a delayed 3-for-4, really, because Thresh got killed her first. But it's better for us. We picked up shutdown goal. We killed the Vayne finally. Like, we regained some control of the map. Plus, it's good for our morale. Now, as you can see, I'm building Randuin's Omen and into the Locket, which is considered ridiculously risky in solo queue. But I have faith in my teammates because, aside from the Tristana being a bitch, they're not exactly terrible. So here's a very important fight. Look at their positioning. It's a straight line. They're too far from each other. So when we engage on the Xerath from behind, they cluster up as they try to rejoin the fight, and they get obliterated by all our AoE. They just get absolutely murdered. It's a massacre. Triple kill on the Riven, double kill on the Ziggs. It was just pure terrible positioning on the enemy team. They were in a line. Since we engaged in the back line, the enemy team, the guys in the front, the ones most far away, had to rejoin the fight just by walking back in. And Pantheon uses ult. But that allowed us 2, 3, 4, or 5, even 5 seconds of free reign. that much time of free damage dealt onto the first people we caught, and allowing us to get into superior position. The enemy team also had to pretty much jerry-rig that fight. They had to rejoin it in the most absurd way possible. They just got in a cluster and got obliterated. They had no choice either. It's like either they let those 3 teammates die, or and get blamed for not doing anything, or try their best to turn that fight around. But they couldn't do anything. It would have been probably best just to run and hope we don't catch them and kill them, but whatever. Anyways, I engage on top lane, catching Pantheon, using my random and Zoman, and the fight kind of just peters off into nothing. Vayne comes in with her ultimate, shoots one person and runs off. Ziggs does kill Thresh, and then Vayne tries to kill the Ziggs. Leona catches Vayne with the ultimate, but she didn't manage to run off thanks to the flash. Riven, on the other hand, goes off the bottom from the bottom side, or from the other side of the river, and tries to kill them. They catch Renekton as I'm going around trying to see if I can see someone from behind. Turns out that's a pointless endeavor, and we pretty much just scatter them and murder the living shit out of them. So, dead enemy team. Xerath gets picked off by a triple team, and me and the Riven pick off the Pantheon. So, as a result of that, we end up getting ourselves a tower, we end up getting ourselves another tower, and we end up getting ourselves the inhibitor. Then we run off for our lives. Not before I take out this little ward here, because I have myself a red trinket that I bought at some point, because, you know, at that point, clearing the wards becomes a very important thing. Alright, so you can see what my build consists of. I have armor off the ass, because they're pretty much the only ones I have to worry about is the enemy, the armor dealing champions. If Xerath uses anything on me and I use my shield appropriately, which was in that case it was a terrible shield because she already used her CC, so what the fuck was I smoking? I bought Thornmail to deal with her, so anyways, as long as I use my shield appropriately, it will be like having a 100% magic resistance for one spell. So, and that's kind of all Xerath will probably end up using on me. Right, so as soon as its turret dies, I engage on the Xerath. I use my fear, I catch everything, fight happens. My fear doesn't break off perfectly, so I get back. I use all my trinkets and all my spells. Our AD carries trade lives, though Pantheon's the one that picks up the kills. We kill Xerath. We kill Thresh and we kill Renekton, and it ends up being a 3-for-2. So, not the best engages out there. Or results, but I buy myself a Captain Enchantment just to give my team more mobility when they're approaching me after engage with my ultimate. So it's mildly a good thing. It's like very situational, but I like it on Nocturne, that and Home Guard boots. Anyways, Ziggs ultimate gets Xerath so low that I use my ultimate to finish him off. He flashes and ends up wasting this. So after that, we pretty much just catch Renekton with my Randuin Domin and my Fear, and Bomb Blast him. And the rest of my team with Baron is just so cocky enough just to turret dive and finish off the rest of the enemy team. We let Vayne survive because fuck chasing her. We chase the Pantheon and don't even manage to kill them, so... We finally convinced the team to get the inhibitor after Riven starts attacking it. And with that... she catches Pantheon off guard. He gets CC locked and destroyed. Dead Pantheon. Then we turn on... Vayne gets killed by like just a huge-ass badass crit, and Renekton gets CC locked as well and gets killed. And with that, it's a victory. And thank God, because I wanted to have a really good Nocturne game. This was versus Diamond players too, despite the fact that it's called a Platinum Nocturne game. So I hope you enjoyed this fucking epic game, because I definitely did. Hooray for boner-inducing Nocturne games. Hooray!